All right, you guys, I am super excited to be on the call today. I get the opportunity to talk to you guys about creating loyal Shakeology customers. I'm not going to lie, this was one that kind of made me nervous. I had to do some research because I feel like this isn't necessarily one of my strongest suits as a coach. So this was really good for me to step out of my comfort zone to learn more and to share information with you. So really quick, we're down to the last week of the month. Exactly, 1 week left this month. If you have goals of helping a certain amount of people, whatever your goals are, be sure that you are, don't let it freak you out that there's only a week left. Just put your head down, put your blinders on, and focus. Do what you know, what you've been taught. 3 vital behaviors. Don't make it complicated. It's just about sending out messages, showing up on social media. So don't overcomplicate it. If you need to up the number of people you talk to a day, great, go for it. But just know that don't go into panic mode. Just take a deep breath, put your blinders on, and know that you can do this. That's the biggest thing. Put your mind to it and you can do it. Okay, so I'm going to start this call because I don't want to keep you guys on super long. So I'm going to start off first with my experience with Shakeology. So I started researching Shakeology back in 2009. No, not 2009. Hold on. 2010. I was newly married. I was expecting a baby, and I really wanted, I'm really terrible with eating, and so I needed something that was quick and fast I could take with me to work. And I can remember looking it up, and I initially saw the price, the big price tag on it, $129 or whatever it was at the time, and I was like, nope, not going to happen. I didn't even ask anyone about it. I immediately saw the price, and I was like, no, I can't make that work. I'm not a math person, so I didn't really sit down and figure out how much it cost a day, but I didn't learn more about it because I let the price scare me away. But I knew it was something that I always wanted to kind of try. Fast forward to 2013, the end of 2013, I found out about the coaching opportunity from Brittany Hunting, and she told me about coaching, and so I reached out to my coach now, and I was like, hey, I want to do this coaching thing, and part of being a coach was drinking Shakeology. I'd never tried it before. I was skeptical and nervous about it, but my husband was like, do it, sign up. You've been wanting to do Shakeology, so just sign up and drink, just try it, give it a go. And if you don't like it, then you don't have to do it. So I ordered Shakeology. I was so excited. I think it was a combo box. It was a vanilla and a chocolate. And I didn't read the instructions. No one told me how to make it. I got it. I ripped that bad boy open, and I'll never forget this. So I put it in a shaker cup. I did 8 ounces of water, dropped the packet in there, shook it all up, and took a drink. And I literally thought I was going to throw up. And I started crying, and I called my husband, and I was like, how am I going to sell this crap? Oh my gosh, how am I going to sell this? And he was like, well, you could just, take it and divide it up and send people samples, and then just say that, and I'm like, I can't lie and say other people need to drink this if I can't drink it. So I finally did some tweaking, and I figured out that I like chocolate with peanut butter and banana. And I think that's a lot of people's initial reactions if they don't know how good Shakeology is, right? I don't know if you guys have had a good experience with your first taste of Shakeology, but my first taste was not the greatest experience. And I could have, just said, I drink it once and I'm never going to drink it again. And so that's where part of creating loyal Shakeology customers comes right out of the gate. From the minute you start talking to people about Shakeology, you need to be educating them because today I was talking to a girl and she was like, well, I'm all game to try it as long as it doesn't taste bad. Okay, well, what's your definition of tasting bad? So from right out of the get-go, we've been talking about recipes, what she's going to try when she gets it. So that is just something that's super important, starting people off on the right foot. Because what you initially want to do is you want to get people started drinking Shakeology. Now, why do you want people to drink Shakeology? You need to think about that. It isn't just for the Success Club point. It isn't just because you want to make money, right? Like, why do you want people to drink Shakeology? For me, I have a really, really strong testimonial about Shakeology. It's changed my life. I no longer have migraines. I no longer take a Tylenol every single day. I no longer have IBS symptoms. I no longer, like, the list goes on and on for me. And so that is why I'm like, if it's helped me and changed my life this much, it's got to do something for somebody else, right? So you've got to figure out, why do I want to share Shakeology with people? What is it about Shakeology that I believe in? What is my belief in Shakeology? Because eventually what you want to do is start people drinking Shakeology, help them see results with Shakeology, and then turn them into a coach, right? Like, that's kind of the funnel of what you want to accomplish. Because there's a statistic out there, 70% of diamond coaches were customers before they were coaches. I am not in that 70% because I started before I did a challenge. I wasn't a customer first. But 70%, that means that the people you're talking to, those challenge packs that you're selling, those are your those are your coach prospects. You know, we hear people all the time saying, well, I just don't know where to find coaches. Those are your coaches, you guys. That's where majority of the people that you want, because they are drinking Shakeology, they're seeing results, and because of that, they either want the discount or they want to help other people change their lives too. So you need to model good coaching from the beginning, from the get-go. When you start talking to people about Shakeology, we've had calls about this all month long, make sure they know what Shakeology is. And don't feel like you have to have all the answers. You don't have to be an expert. There are amazing third-party tools for you to use in the back office. We have, YouTube has them too. We have so many Shakeology videos available. You have the breakthrough video, which is one of my favorites. Tony Horton, I don't know if you guys watch the end of your workouts, the Tony Horton checkout line where he's scanning all of the costs of everything that adds up into Shakeology. That's one you can share with people. There's a veggie video. There is one by Darren O'Lean, the co-creator, that talks about why you should drink Shakeology every day. Don't be afraid to use those. I am not an expert, and I will never claim to be an expert on Shakeology. Today, for example, I'm going to use today because it's just fresh and I did it this morning. A girl was asking me, she didn't really know much about Beachbody. She'd never really heard much about Shakeology. So instead of me sending her 5 or 6 paragraphs on why Shakeology was so amazing, I gave her 3 to 4 sentences about what Shakeology has done for me. And then I asked her if she would like to watch a short video clip on what Shakeology was. She said yes, and I sent her the video by Darren O'Lean. And from there, because then I don't have to be an expert, and he answers all of her questions. And then if she has any, I can kind of fill in the gaps that may have been missed in that video. Don't be afraid of third-party tools. I used to be scared of third-party tools because I wanted to be an expert, right? I wanted everyone to think I knew it all. But the thing is if you're an expert, that scares people away. Because they're like, well, I could never be like her because she knows all the answers, and I will never know all of the answers to that. So don't be afraid to use those third-party tools. Model good coaching from the beginning. If you need to, and Carl Deichler talks about this all the time, mention the money-back guarantee. They have 30 days to drink Shakeology risk-free, and if they don't like it, they can send it back and get their money back 100%. Now, the goal is to help them find a love for Shakeology, right? Like Brandy Stark mentioned in our first call of this month, have them create a list of all of the things, all of the things that are going on in their life. So for me, it would have been a headache every single day, 2 migraines a month, always having to be near a bathroom, not being able to go out to eat for fear of that. I had anxiety. The list goes on and on. Again, now I can help people check off those things off their list. So don't be afraid to mention the money-back guarantee, because your goal is to help them. Again, it's not to sell them. It's to help them change their life. And you want to be that person that is, an outstanding person that they know they can trust because you've offered that to them. Help your customers understand why Shakeology is so good for them. Help them figure out their goals. What is it they're wanting to accomplish? One of the things Shay Stanford talks about that I really, really love is she says to ask people, are you interested in health benefits or weight loss? I love that because most people are like, well, isn't this just a weight loss thing? Well, no. This is to help your health. This is, Shakeology isn't just a weight loss supplement. Weight loss supplements, you take them for a little while, and once you reach your goal, what do? You stop using them because you're done. You don't need them anymore. Okay, so one of the you need to just help them understand why Shakeology is so important, what it can do for them. Help them figure out their goals. And key point here, don't diminish the value of Shakeology. People get scared of price tags, right? Like they get nervous about the cost. And so we can kind of justify and play into the cost of Shakeology. We get nervous about telling them the price tag. Don't diminish the value. Shay Sanford, I watched a video by her, and she was talking about how she does not give out samples of Shakeology for free. You can buy them from her for $5 a packet, but she will not give you a sample because she found that people, if they get it for free, if they're not willing to spend $5 on a packet of Shakeology, do you really think they're going to spend the $100 and whatever for a bag of Shakeology? If they're not even willing to spend $5 to try it one time, do you really think they're going to try it for the bigger price tag? And so don't devalue Shakeology. There is more reward for more commitment. So that's how Beachbody works. If you buy a sampler pack, it's one price. If you decide that you want to buy a challenge pack, you get it at a little more of a discount. And then if you sign up as a coach, you get it at even more of a discount. So there's more reward for more commitment. So I really challenge you to find the value in Shakeology. Don't diminish it. One of the things people like to do is they like to say, they'll talk about the challenge pack and how it's on, you get it at a better price than coaches can get it for. And people start doing the math and they're like, oh, so Shakeology is only like $60 a bag. And then the next month their HD goes through and it's more than $60. So if you can help them see the value from the get-go, like this, for example, this month is sizes on sale, right? $140, right? Okay, so instead of saying you get everything discounted, why not say you just get size for $10? Don't be afraid to discount the fitness programs because there's, tons of people, want to do different fitness programs. It's not hard to sell people in a program, usually. Size is appealing to people. Insanity is appealing to people. So don't don't diminish the value of Shakeology. Help people see the value of it. Help them see that because you're drinking Shakeology every morning, you're actually saving money. It's hard to think of it that way, but think about it. I was going to a convenience store every morning and spending like $5.55. Yes, I remember the amount. $5.55 on my breakfast, which consisted of a big Diet Coke, a Rice Krispie treat, and a bagel and cream cheese. I spent that every single day. So with Shakeology, I'm spending less than that. I'm actually ending up saving more money. So one of the biggest things you need to do to create loyal customers is you need to listen to their needs. Help them understand what Shakeology is. It's not just a protein shake, and it's not just a diet shake. Show them how it can add value to their life. This is where the forming process comes into play. This is where you go from surface level of talking about what their occupation is, talking about their family, to digging deep and finding out their health and fitness goals, finding out what it is that they want to accomplish, what they're struggling with. If there's someone who is a late night snacker, you can share with them the fact that, Shakeology can cut down those cravings. It's my go-to late night snack because I am tempted to drive down to the gas station and buy a Snickers. And that's honest truth. I've done that before. So it's my go-to to cut out the cravings. Ask them probing questions. Make sure you open the line of communications to help them reach their goals. So one of the things Shay Sanford talked about is weight loss is a byproduct of nutrition and healthy living. So she leads with Shakeology when she talks about the challenge pack. She starts with Shakeology because weight loss and all of the things that they want to accomplish, looking good in them jeans or in the swimsuit, that's because they are living healthy lives and they're having the nutrition that they need. It's a meal replacement, not just a protein shake. So help them see that. Help them see that this isn't something that they're going to drink for 21 days and then stop. Because it's way more than just helping them drop the weight. We don't want to pigeonhole it as just a weight loss supplement. It's a meal replacement. It's going to give them long-term benefits. Share your experiences. Share your personal story with how, we talked about developing your own Shakeology testimonial. Brittany Hunting talked about that. Share that. Share what it's done for you. Facts tell, stories sell. People don't care if you can list the whole ingredient list of Shakeology. I cannot. If you can, you rock. But nobody cares because that doesn't, if you listed off all the back of the bag to me, I'd be like, and? But if you were to sit there and tell me, like Brigitte Linsford, I am completely off of my depression medication because of Shakeology, that would catch my attention. You know what? I don't have to take naps anymore because I drink Shakeology. That is what's going to get people. You need to touch their hearts. What is going to reach them? Like I said, don't devalue Shakeology. Help people see the value. Customers who stay on Shakeology are going to create residual income for you. So it's not just about getting those 2 points this month. You want to continue to help them see the value. You do the work in the front end of everything. You create a foundation for them. You help them see the value of Shakeology. You help them see what it's done for them. And that's going to continue them on Shakeology because they love it, because they know what it's doing for their body. So I know it can be hard. We spend a lot of time on our businesses, especially when you start to rank advance. We start to spend a lot of time with our coaches. Your gold mine, like I said earlier, is in your challenge groups. You need to be spending time in your challenge groups working with your customers. Because like I said, 70% of diamonds started out as customers first. That is where your prospects are. That is where your gold is. That is where those long-term loyal Shakeology customers are going to come into play. So be excited to share Shakeology. I know a lot of you have stepped up your Shakeology game this month. I've noticed it. I've seen your posts, and it's been awesome because you've been thinking through your Shakeology. It's not just posting a selfie saying, got my shake in today. You're sharing what Shakeology has done for you. You're sharing the value of it and helping others learn about it. So why do you love Shakeology? Do you know why you love Shakeology? Nod your head yes if you know why you love Shakeology. Okay, if you don't know, sit down and write it down. Why do you love Shakeology? What about it, why do you drink it every day? Why do you take time out of your day, not that it takes very long to make, but why do you take time out of your day to make a shake? And to snap a selfie with it and to post it on Facebook. What is it that you love? Shakeology is really awesome because it helps create simple, healthy habits. So what you want to do is you want to communicate with your clients first, right out of the gate. Before they even buy the challenge pack, you want them to understand what Shakeology is. You want to help build them a vision, for their journey. Help them see the long term, not just, okay, I want to look good for summer. Okay, but more than that, what do you want? Health-wise, long term, what do you want? And then help find what works for them. Some people drink it first thing in the morning. Some people drink it for lunch. Find it where it's going to fit best for them in their day. Maybe they need it for the nighttime snack. That's when those cravings hit and they just really struggle with their nutrition. Maybe that's where it's going to fit in for them. Help people feel valued and celebrate them. So come up with your own little awards to celebrate your Shakeology HD customers. I know we have the 365er award, but what if you did a 30-day award? Or even in your challenge group, a 7-day award because you drank Shakeology 7 days straight. I'm rewarding you because that's incredible. You're being consistent. This is a long-term product, and they have to stay consistent. If they're not seeing results, are they being consistent? We need to find that out. Like Brandy Stark said, have them make a list of everything that they're struggling with, and then in a couple weeks into that challenge, ask them to reevaluate that list. Another thing I suggested to my challengers before is when they're like, oh, I just don't feel any different. I on a Friday, I'll say, okay, everyone, we're not drinking Shakeology today, tomorrow, or Sunday. Tell me how you feel on Monday morning. Why? Because the minute Monday hits, all of a sudden they're like, oh my gosh, I was falling asleep in a meeting. There's a coach on here who fell asleep in something. I remember her telling me about that. Fell asleep, or they are taking naps again, or they ate junk because they fell off on the wagon, whatever it is. You know, because sometimes we don't see, kind of like, okay, people will go on medication sometimes, right? And they're on it and they start feeling better, and then a few months later they don't realize what they're, you know, that they really have seen a difference until they go off their medications, and then they realize that their life has been changed for the better with it. Do that with Shakeology. Don't be afraid to say, hey, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're not drinking our Shakeology. Tell me how you feel on Monday morning. Keep track. Share with me how you did. Just make sure that you are, you know, making people feel valued and celebrated for what they're doing. Before their next, and the other important factor is, before their next Shakeology order ships, be sure to reach out to them. Remind them that their next order is coming out, because nothing stinks more than when a charge hits your card and you didn't expect it, right? Worst feeling ever, when you're like, why am I missing money out of my account? It's not good, and it's not fun to get messages with people asking you why they're missing money out of their account. So stay on top of it. There is actually, in the back office, there is a customer tracker. It's kind of like the business activity tracker. I can share it in the team page. There is a customer tracker to help you keep track of your customers for when you need to be reaching out to them to remind them about their orders. Another reason you're going to want to reach out to them is because you're going to want to see, hey, you know, you've been drinking this Shakeology. You know, I know we've been talking about it. You really like it. Do you want a discount? Offer people the discount, you guys. I don't know about you, but I like to save money. I like to save money. And I'm pretty sure most people like to save money. So make sure you offer that to them. I personally present it as a valued customer, or something like that. I don't put the word coach in there, even though they have to click coach when they go in to sign up as a discount coach, because if you sometimes people just want the discount and you say the word coach and they think they're going to have to end up selling something or doing something with it. So don't be afraid to play with the words to, you know, so people don't get that weird mentality of, oh, I don't want to be a coach. I just want the discount. So that's how you create loyal customers from the beginning. You know, that's how you create people sticking with it more than just a month. You start from the beginning and you explain to them how important it is. You share your testimonials with them. You help them create their own testimonial about it. It isn't just about the points. Your work starts. You kind of laid that foundation before they bought their challenge pack, and after they've ordered and they're in their group, that's when your work starts. That's when you're going to help them see the value of Shakeology and why it's worth $4 a day. $4 a day. Which really, in your head, you go, oh, $4 a day. It doesn't sound as scary. Does anyone have any questions? I hope it made sense. Does anyone have any questions about creating loyal Shakeology customers? I'm going to go nod your heads. It helps me when you nod your head. Okay, so I'm going to share that customer follow-up sheet. It's in your back office, but I'm going to share a link so you guys can find that. That'll help you stay a little more organized with that. I want to thank you guys for jumping on. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the team page. We have a special team call next week because it's the 5th Tuesday of the month. And so be sure to stay tuned for that. And good luck with your goals. I know a lot of you are pushing really hard to reach them. So I will see you guys in the team page. Thanks for getting on.